Okay, MMA people. So we have a dilemma. Jake Shields has come out and said that the UFC was pressuring Nate Diaz, applying pressure on Nick Diaz, on Nick Diaz. The UFC was putting pressure on Nick Diaz to take this fight. Now, there's only a few things that we can make of this. There's been two people within recent time, I want to say the last year or two, that have said, and I quote, the UFC is trying to get me beat. Now, Corey Anderson was one of those guys that said that, and Leon Edwards is the other that comes to mind. When they said this, I just thought to myself, what the hell does that mean? Trying to get you beat. If you're the best, then you're going to beat whoever they put in front of you, right? You know, that was the first thing that I was thinking. Like, if you're that guy, you're going to be that guy, and that's it. It doesn't matter what other guy they put in there with you if you're that guy. But I was listening to Dana White during recent discussion talking about Nick. And at first he said, he put on a hell of a show. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know what I was expecting. But then in that same interview, he says, I was expecting Robbie Lawler to come out there and steamroll Nick. Wait, what? If you were expecting Robbie Lawler to steamroll Nick, why would you put them two in there together? Why wouldn't you put Nick in there with somebody who you think is going to be a better matchup? Why would you put him in there with someone you thought would steamroll through him? That doesn't make any sense. You can say that as, Sean Shelby. Dana White has a say in that too. They both work together on that, okay? We know that, okay? So, Sean Shelby, Dana White set Nick Diaz up for failure. Based on Dana's own words. This is what Dana's saying. He thought Robbie was going to steamroll through Nick. Maybe it's not the exact words, but that's what he said, okay? So, now, I think back to Leon Edwards and back to Corey Anderson. And I re-examine that and give them more validity. They have much more validity at this point in time. Not saying that they didn't have it then, but I just didn't know any reason to believe that Dana or Sean Shelby would be trying to get someone beat, But things are starting to make sense. People talk about Sean O'Malley and the way that the UFC is bringing him along so slow as far as the competition that they throw his way. They seem to be very mindful of giving him guys that he has a chance to beat. A really good chance. If not a favorite every time. So, they did the same with Conor. They brought him along very slow. And now, the question arises in my head, who else does the UFC want to get beat? Y'all let me know. MMA House, we in the middle of we on MMA Block, and we in the middle of MMAville. And yes, we keep it real.